All right, 2010 Hyundai Sonata. I'm gonna change out the driver's side or left CV axle. I've been chasing down this vibration, and this is just another one of trying to get to it. So anyway, it'll be good exercise to do this, and keeps me out of housework. Let's go. All right, now we got two 17mm bolts holding this whole unit, the bracket. I'm not going to take off the brakes, just going to take off the whole caliper, and I'm trying to get some light back here. You'll see, hopefully you can see it, there's a 17mm right there where this will hook onto. And then this is an interesting design. This upper control arm, there's a 17mm, and I know you can't see this, it's way in there, and that's holding this one, so it's kind of hidden. So those are the two that we need to take off. Whoa. Alright, so let me go in there and show you. See that one? Hopefully you can see it. Alright, that's a 17mm coming right out. Alright, this should, no, that one's too tight. Alright, then we got to get a clothes hanger and hang this up because we don't want to tug on these brake lines. Hard to get to that bolt, so guess what, this 10mm, brake line bracket, we're going to take that off, and that should give us more room. It's 12mm. And that one's just, it's holding those lines. It's a rainy day today. It was clearing up. A little bit of drizzle going right now. Might have to pause a little bit, but alright, they're 12mm. And that just loosens these lines a little bit so that you can reach this one in here now. So let's see. Might have to get an extension. Yeah, and I probably need to get back there. I'm trying to just feel my way. You want to get a good hold of this. Alright, so I had to switch to a smaller 17 with an extension, and that's because it's just in there. Alright, so this should just come out. Remember, we don't want to tug on all these lines, so I'm going to put it back for now and get my clothes hanger, tie it all up. Alright, just a hanger. But this always seems to do the job, and we want to hang it up, I want to say on the spring, because we might loosen the control arm, right? Okay. Pull this out, and then all we need is a good place where we can grab it. And then you want to make sure that you tie this really well and it doesn't loosen up while you're in the middle of something and it comes falling on top of your head. That's not bad. Okay, that's enough just to get it out of the way. Alright, next one, take the cotter pin out, and for that, need pliers. This should be self-explanatory, and although it's self-explanatory, sometimes it's not easy to get out. And I'll need like some kind of leverage, maybe a screwdriver, but not in this case because you want to save this, comes in handy. Alright, this bad boy is a 32. All right. Here's where having just an impact gun saves you a lot of trouble. It saves you a lot of trouble. We're gonna come back and torque that down. All right, next thing I learned, you want the little brother. There's a hex impact drill. These are the easiest things to strip. It looks like this one's already stripped. And it's stripped. So, we gotta get a extractor for that one. I stripped the screw, right? Or, it was already stripped. This is where you just need a cheap little set of extractors. And out it comes. So this is a great little tool, and you don't need this screw. And in fact, I think the new ones don't come with it. All right, there they come. In fact, I might buy it or might not. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, now you have a decision, right? We either take the ball joint off, the control arm, or back here is a ball joint, and guess what? The lower ball joint, that's the easiest place to take it out. We're gonna see removing those two bolts, will be enough room to move this over and take it out. So let's get down there. I believe it's 17 or 19 millimeter. I think that it's gonna be easier to take the ball joint out because nothing's under pressure. So there's two 17 millimeters. Hopefully you can see that one there and one on that side. And we're gonna see if that's enough and not mess with any more. Oh, showers. Here's one, and I'm gonna feel for the other one. All right, now at this point, this is not gonna come down because it's hooked up, right? But definitely look out for that. It's starting to separate. I'm gonna put something underneath just in case. I'm gonna put the tire underneath. All right, there it is. And you see how it didn't drop. It's just, actually it's hanging pretty well. And you see those are the two bolts, so you don't have to take the ball joint out. That's a pretty good design. Now, the question is, will this move enough? And the answer is yes. All right, that is the easiest I've ever seen that done. Okay, so you don't want to tug on these lines. All right, now it's just a matter of getting underneath, getting a little oil pan to catch the fluid, and then we're going to take this guy out. So I'm underneath, and hopefully you can see, and that's where the CV axle comes in. We're going to put this, I don't know, crow's feet, and then this one it's going to pop out. So we're just going to bang on it, pull it from the other side, and just keep banging on it, and it's going to come out, and then it's going to leak fluid. So I put my pan underneath, but I'm going to have to turn the flashlight off and pull it from the other side at the same time. Two people, obviously, you see it coming loose. Two people obviously would be better. Pull it a little bit from this side and whack it a little bit from that side, and it'll come out. All right, there it is. And like I said, fluid's gonna fall and come on this side, and it goes right through there. So it's one of the easiest CV axles I've ever removed. All right, we're gonna obviously change the transmission fluid because so much of it's gonna come out. Let's get the new one. Always like new parts. Okay, it comes with a new bolt. Cotter pin. Alright, here's the trick. This holds it in place, right? That's what is, holds it in there. Now when you put it in, it's going to be facing down and it's not going to want to go in. And so here's the trick. We're going to use synthetic grease, right? And we're going to put just a little bit around this pin. And what that will do is it's going to hold it in place. You see how it's right, and it, like, if it doesn't want to go in, we just twist it a little bit and then gravity does the rest. So it's a little trick to use. All right, let's put it back in. All right, now when we put it in, sometimes it requires you to hammer it from over here, and then sometimes you just can just push it right on in. So we'll take a look, see which one it is. All right, I got it in there. Now let's see if it will go in nicely, or if I have to hammer it. Gotta find the groove. Yeah, might have to hammer it from the other side. Yep, a couple hammers, we should do it. Ah, there it goes. I just pushed it right on in. So no hammering. All right. All right, so I just pushed it in really well and it caught. So we're good there. Put a little grease here, slide it back in. Make sure you take this off. Not a lot, just a little bit of grease, right? Just to protect it from the water and the elements. And there it is. So now, let's put the ball joints back in. Alright, I'm just putting it, we're going to torque it down later. I'll tell you what the torque is. Right now I'm just tightening them up. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's tighten the rest of it up. First of all, I'm just going to tighten it with the impact tool. Oops, wrong way. And here's the thing, I'm going to have to come back and tighten this up right to spec, and it's like over 100 foot-pounds. It's a lot. And probably going to have to bring it down because I need the other tire on the floor, otherwise this is going to be turning. So, but for right now, I'm just going to give it a good, and it's, hey, it passed it. So, well, that's interesting. We'll come back. I know this can't give as much. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Alright. So, like I said, I'm going to give it a good torque down, but then I'm going to have to come back with the torque wrench. Alright, I'm putting this screw back in here, but I'm going to take it right out. I'm just putting it in there to hold the calipers. I don't know, I might have one or I might go buy one, but this one, like I said, I just changed my other brakes and it didn't even come with this hole. That's just so that, to hold everything in place. Because when the tire goes on here, that's what's holding it, not this one little bolt. Alright, let's keep that in there. Okay, so now Time to slide this back in. Okay, putting the 17 millimeters back in. Remember, just hand tightening. On the other side. That's it. So that's the caliper. All right. Got this little guy. That's this bracket over here. So let's put this back. And this one, I'm not torquing it down. I'm nice and tight. Before I do this, I want to make sure I have room to torque that down. So that'll go later. All right, I have my torque adapter, which is, I don't do anything without it. All right, so it's we're gonna set it between 47 and 54. So I'm thinking 50. Okay, and this is for the brackets. If I know how to. I think my battery's low. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go down to 50. All right, between. All right, I said 50, so let's do 50. Okay. Here we go. I got it in. Now let's go to 46. Almost. All right, 52. Definitely enough. And it shut off. So my battery's low. All right, let's do the bottom. This one's much easier, right? To get a hold of. Let me turn this around so you can see and hear when we're getting close. All right, here we go. 46. A little more. All right, 54. All right, there's the bracket. So you see, yeah, my batteries are low. I'm gonna go change it. This adapter is a lifesaver. Make sure you check the notes. I'll show you where I bought this. Adapter is a lifesaver. This one's a Quinn, but I have a couple ones from Amazon. I bought this at Amazon. So make sure you check the notes so you can see how to get these two. All right, now the bottom is 72 to 86. So let's go to 72, and I changed the batteries by 72 to 86. Let's go to 80. Oops. Okay, 72 to 86, 81. All right. Okay, now for this guy, I'm gonna use a breaker bar because it's starting to get up there, and I don't want to. There's not enough torque, so that'll give me plenty of leverage. All right, here we go. Let's put it on there. Make sure we got it in good, and here we go. And we're going to we're at 80. So that's pretty good. Now let's do the other side. Remember, 72 to 86, so 80 is more than enough. All right. $81. There it is. All right, those are done. Now it's this bad boy. Let's go find out what the torque is on that. All right, this one's 159 to 188. So let's go to 175. And you got to make sure this adapter can handle it. Okay, I'm reaching the end of the video. Remember, put this little 12 millimeter back here to hold the brake lines in place. Cotter pin all the way in. And we're good to go. So I'm going to do a spill and fill on the transmission fluid, because I already got like 2 or 3 quarts out, so might as well change it. All right, and I'm gonna remove this because that is not needed. So we'll get that out. Okay, that's it. Please like and subscribe. Every little bit helps.